Do you think we would actually do a road trip and not run into at least one hiccup? Alright, this is our first stop on the trip. We decided to stop at a Buc-ee's. The boys and mother-in-law are in the car right now, but we are on our way to South Carolina.
Back to Just Drive It, and we are at our second stop in Buc-ee's in Madisonville.
There are 7 of those big tanks like that. I'm just praying I don't overheat by the time I actually get a move again. Started day 2, warming the car up, check the belts, check the points, set the points, check the fluid levels, get ready. Somebody's not so happy to be up so early. It's a good day. Day 2. In Louisiana, getting gas. Shreveport. There she sits. We stopped at a rest area here so that we could get us some leg stretching time, use the restroom, eat. Stopped at a Whataburger in Ruston, which is close by, and they didn't have any dine-in, so we brought it down to the rest area. We missed the welcome center coming into Louisiana, but we did get a picture of the sign on Claudia's phone, and we're doing like we're supposed to, just driving it. Only thing I'm having issues with is the car's making a little bit of a squeak sound at slow speeds when I'm turning with the power steering. But talk with Jeff, he seems to think that I should have put Type F in the power steering instead of putting the regular, just run-of-the-mill power steering fluid in it. So, you know how it is with old cars, kind of picky with what they get. Otherwise, driving pretty good. Depending on hills, wind, that kind of stuff, speed, we're making anywhere between 10.5 to 13.5 miles to the gallon. No overdrive, points, carburetor, C4 automatic at a 289. Number 7. Here we are sitting at a Love's truck stop. Just got some fuel, a few other things. Something interesting happened when I was coming out of Louisiana into Mississippi. Lo and behold, I got propositioned to buy my car from the other lane doing 70 miles an hour down the road. That's a first for me. It was actually kind of cool, kind of funny. But we're still on our way, headed towards South Carolina. I wanted to say a little bit about this next section of roadway that we're going through. It actually slowed down a little bit, but what it is actually a Natchez Trace Parkway. It actually has a lot of historic significance. It used to be the land route to New Orleans or Baton Rouge for people getting their supplies and stuff down so that they could make money, crops, furs, stuff like that. But this is a beautiful roadway. You're not always having to worry about intersections, as all the other roads go underneath overpasses that come through there. It goes past a really cool lake. I'm actually going to take and do another trip just strictly to see this section from, not just this section, going from start possibly to finish. What are the chances that your hotel is right behind an Advance Auto store? Got in Birmingham, Alabama last night, and of course there's the car. Gotta set my points this morning, getting ready to go visit a friend and head towards Georgia. Another good morning. First real big hiccup of the trip is all of a sudden this thing wants to die after idling for a minute or two. So we're gonna go through and change out fuel filter, and I added some Lucas fuel treatment to the system. Luckily, I bought one of these filters today because, as you will see, we had an Advanced Auto Parts right by the hotel. So we're gonna pull that one off, pull that off, see that. I don't know, it blows out pretty good. Well, a little bit of restriction. We'll see if that does it. Alright, back on the road again. It's running better now. Let everything settle down, reset timing, adjust, hooked up a vacuum gauge. We're headed towards Sally's Speed Shop. Hopefully we can make it there. If everything works out there, then we'll make it the rest of the way to South Carolina. But I'm not sure why. It seemed like it was maybe a piece of trash in the fuel bowls. Lost it packs a couple people, but we'll see how it goes. Back on the road. She's running 70, so I don't know. Before she was backfiring, I made actually throw a clip of that, but I'm gonna have to adjust it because I wasn't exactly the most happy camper there. Anyways, we're back on the road. And walking in on Sally's Speed Shop. Of course, you see Jake over there.
Yep.
Judah.
The one and only Sally's Speed Shop here in the backyard. We built a Quonset hut, and we work on hot rods here, and apparently my dad's Toyota Tundra.
Mm-hmm. And of course, his famous workbench.
Yeah, I love that work table. It's beefy.
I actually had a 73, I think it was, as they call them in Guatemala, cucarachas.
Oh,
Little cockroach.
Cockroach?
I ran up and down the mountains in a Volkswagen over there.
Well, that's pretty cool. So, I think it's a 1970 Volkswagen Bug. We got a 69 Camaro that's getting an LS1 T56, all QA1 suspension and all that good stuff. 66 F100 that's kind of going back original, so it's getting a 300 inline 6 instead of a 240. We swapped it over to disc brake, I-beams and stuff in the front, but it's kind of going to stay patinaed. And then this project, which needs to be done in 52 days, I think?
52?
Yeah, so this is our 82 C20, and we're pulling it apart right now. It's not going back together because we're doing an LS, and then we're putting a service bed on it.
So you are doing the service bed like you were hoping to.
It's sitting out front of the shop. So we're going to run power tour in it and stop and fix people's cars. So still in the process of getting stripped down and cleaned up.
Well, that sounds like fun.
Yeah, it should be a fun project. I just need to get it done.
One of these days, and that's Tim.
Oh yeah, that's my dad.
The other half is Sally's speech up.
That's right.
But yeah, hopefully one of these days we're gonna get to go run Power Tour.
Yeah,
Our work schedule goes.
And it's 5 days now
Yeah.
rather than 7
Yeah.
since COVID.
School days practically.
So
Oh, cool.
a little easier to work into your schedule.
Yep.
Still during the work week.
Well, good morning, everybody. We finally made it last night. Beautiful out here. Kind of a little bit too excited. Didn't do an arrival video other than what I got on the GoPro from the dash. But it was nice to get here and finally be able to settle down. She made it. Had some issues. I think we got some bad fuel. As the video show, we took and did some stuff, and apparently it self-healed in Birmingham area. Leaving Sally's speed shop, we got fuel, got out the other side, and halfway between Augusta and Atlanta, we ended up dealing with some issues where I think there was a little bit of water in the fuel. We didn't stop moving or anything, but it would definitely stumble, burble, stuff like that. But we made it, no problems. It's really beautiful around here, actually. But I'll give you a sweep here. This, of course, is our car. Then, of course, you've got the bus. And now some of the fleet. So we've decided to end this video here. When I was going through and actually doing the editing, it kept getting longer and longer, and I pared down a lot of the stuff that I wanted to take out. Some of the things you didn't get to see is the stops that we made to see some friends that I actually work with, co-workers, such. But really it was getting to be too long, so we're going to stop it here, and we're going to do a part 2 on this on the rest of the trip home, because in all actuality this actually took 7 days total, including our day in North Augusta. So thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe. If you're on Rumble, comment if you like what you see. Also, I'd ask that you go through and take a look at the other No Name Nationals people. If you go through and hit hashtag No Name Nationals in your search, it'll bring up a bunch more channels like Heavens Mopars, just John Wilburn, a bunch of different ones. Give them some love. See if you can help them get to 500. We're trying to get qualified to be able to actually go to this event and race. You can go to the event, but you have to have 500 subscribers to race. So thank you again. Enjoy.